I started this episode saying that I'm recording it because I feel apprehensive and anticipatory because this feeling that I was feeling earlier is comes on when I'm at the edge of growth. So you may be feeling this feeling. You may be feeling that fear and know that it is a very good sign because you heard me talk about the her money stories. I want to invite you to apply, to join the conversation. I am not limiting the spots to a number of women. This is an ongoing conversation that I want to have with all of you listeners and your next door neighbor and your girlfriend who's not even listening to the podcast. So tell your girlfriends about this. Tell your sisters about this. Let's normalize women talking about money in the most empowering way possible. Let's create a platform where women can identify themselves with other women's stories and feel a sense of belonging. That's what I'm creating here. Because one of the byproducts of this conversation is liberation. And in this economy, in this society, women deserve liberation. And guess who's going to give that to us, ladies? Not men. We don't need them to get it. We give that to ourselves by having this conversation. So you want to go to the show notes. I'm going to tell you the link. It's greenwealthlegacy.com/ her money story. Story is singular with Y at the end. One word. I'm going to say it again. greenwealthlegacy.com/ her money story. One word. And you're going to apply. Again, the application is just so I can get to know you. It's not a filter as to, oh, you're not going to get in. No way. We're all having this conversation. Right? And then in the show notes, you can also just click on the link. Listen, when we have this conversation, shame is it's probably going to be the first emotion that gets exposed and dissipates right away. Remember, when I started this conversation, I was feeling fear, but I already know I'm very familiar with fear. I know what to do with it, so it's gone now. I'm going to walk you through it, what to do with your shame. Even if you don't think there's shame, we all carry some level of shame. But if shame is attached to money, we can get rid of that real quick. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you know how you got rid of shame attached to money, you can just duplicate that skill in other aspects of your life and notice the liberation that comes from that. Okay, so go to greenwealthlegacy.com/ her money story so that you can apply and join the conversation. And remember, when you apply, you will get the questions. There's a series of questions that we will discuss. There's a lot about what's going on with you and your relationship with money, the story you tell yourself. We all deserve to talk about our story. And then what's available for you, where you want to go, what dreams do you have? Of course, I'm going to ask you about your dreams. And we all should be daydreaming every day of what we want, right?